everyone. It's a great day, my amazing CEOs. Back in 1993, Jack in the Box, the restaurant, faced a crisis that not only jeopardized the business, but could have put Jack in the Box right out of business altogether, by the way. And it was an E. coli outbreak that was linked to their hamburgers that led to the tragic deaths of 3 children and affected 400 people across 3 states. Now, the fast food chain itself found itself in a dire situation, right? They're facing not only just the loss of sales that are just going, obviously, but the threat of its survival was, well, it was real. And this is real. The struggle deepened because Jack in the Box grappled with how to handle it. They initially resisted, saying, hey, it's our responsibilities. And they started pointing fingers at the suppliers and health officials. And even the president at the time, Robert Nugent, even said, waiting a week and not assuming responsibility or taking any direct action really damaged our reputation. And the public went bananas, as you can imagine. Now, here's the point. Here's why I tell you this. In the mid of all this chaos, Jack in the Box decided to implement a new sales strategy. This is sales positioning. This is their messaging that they're taking to the marketplace. And so they suspended hamburger sales. Now, imagine that. You're Jack in the Box. You're known for hamburgers, okay? Suspend hamburger sales. They pledged to cover all the medical costs that are out there because of the outbreak. And they made some key changes. First, they brought on some food consultants. Okay, so the message from sales was we got food consultants to help us out. Then they decided to change, food consultants and food safety consultants. That's important they tell me to say that, food safety consultants. And as a result, they made some changes there on the temperature, how they were preparing the food. And well, Jack in the Box, you go Google them, they're still in business today. So what's the big takeaway that you can have as a CEO? Because maybe you're not facing that type of situation. Here's the takeaway. In the world of sales, adopting a proactive approach, that's the key. A proactive approach in your sales strategy means you want to get ahead of the situation, acknowledging what isn't working, and then implementing some type of measurements that allow you to track, measure, and manage. Hence, I'm going to be introducing, obviously, the CEO sales dashboard. Obviously, it's no cost to you. But that's the big takeaway from Jack in the Box. You do that, and you will see revenue, which means sales success. With that being said, welcome to the CEO Sales Huddle. My name is Shay Brown. I'm super excited that you're here. And we're now going to do our mantra that we do every single morning. And our mantra is, now I want you to repeat after me. This is not just a la-di-da-di, oh, Shay, we got to do this again. No, this is for real. If you can't focus on sales, repeat after me right now. If you can't focus on sales, no, say it with me. If you can't focus on sales, you can't be in business. Because sales is the oxygen for any great business in history. That's a principle. That's a mantra. It's a philosophy that we stand on as CEOs, that we've got to be focused on the one area that we know with 100% certainty drives the business. It's not, does it drive the business? Can it drive the business? No, we know that sales is the oxygen for every great business in history. Okay, now, then we have our pledge. I love our pledge because it's all about learn, earn, and return. And I believe that every morning as a CEO, we need to say these words and embed those because it drives who we are. That's why we say the pledge, by the way. We don't say the pledge just because we have nothing else to do. We say the pledge every single morning because it drives our very existence. So go ahead in your notes, or as you're looking at the screen, let me fix it so you can do it. Repeat after me. I have to learn something new. Now, this is a pledge. I have to learn something new in order to earn new revenue from current clients, in order to get new and old clients to return. So I must learn, earn, and return. So that's a responsibility that I have as the CEO. It's not anyone else's responsibility. It's my responsibility. Welcome. I'm glad you're here at the CEO Sales Huddle. This is a place that we come to. What are our objectives? We have 3 objectives: sales progress, We want to grow every single day. And then we address any roadblocks that are out there. And then we have the 5 sales pillars that I focus on, because these 5 sales pillars are the pillars that every CEO needs to know in order to grow and generate revenue so they can be profitable. Sales planning is one. Not having a revenue plan, but having a system to get to the revenue plan. Number 2 is sales cycles. What's the cycle from the time that we connect to the time that we have impact to the time that we convert? Number 3, which is very important, is the sales positioning. That's our sales messaging that we're taking to the market. And number 4 is sales indicators. And number 5 is the sales team. So we got to generate revenue. If not, why would we be in business, right? There's no need to be in business. Now, if you haven't downloaded the CEO Sales Dashboard, I'm going to encourage you to head on over to www.ceosaleshuddle.com. Go to www.ceosaleshuddle.com. Once you do that, you download this. We'll take a few minutes today, and we'll go through that every single day. We're at the 6-minute and 9-second mark. And I want to welcome all of the folks that are here for the very, very, very first time. And then those folks that show up every single morning, thanks so much for being here. We certainly appreciate it, by the way. And I want you to do me a favor. I want you to look below the video and put hashtag I'm here. Hashtag I'm here. Hashtag I'm here is the bat signal that you're here, I'm here, we're here together. I love that, by the way. If you're watching the replay, put hashtag replay. If you're new, this is your first time tuning in to the CEO Sales Huddle, I'm so glad you're here, by the way. Do me a favor. Just go ahead and type in, I'm here. Now, why are we here? Why do we show up? Let me just make sure I go. This is serious. CEO Sales Huddle is a place where CEOs go to gather to sell more faster. So you're in business, you're a CEO, you're a rock star, you're amazing, but you have one responsibility to the company, and that one responsibility to the company is to grow the revenue. And the only way to do that is by attracting clients. That's how you build the business. Otherwise, you could just work in the business, I guess, all day long. And maybe for some of you that makes sense, but for most, that's not why you're here. We have 3 outcomes every single day. This is why we show up and why you show up and why we have the CEO Sales Huddle. It's for sales growth, sales accountability, and consistency. You may have heard this before. Consistency is the key. Consistency is the key. Consistency is the key. And having said that, what the most people struggle with most, they struggle with consistency. That is no longer you. We ask for 15 minutes a day. 15 minutes a day. There are 1,440 minutes in every single day. You give us 15 minutes a day so that we can focus on this one area, which is sales. Now we're going to move as we hit the 7-minute, 54-second mark to our number 1 outcome. And I love to show this. Every single day I love to show. I don't never get tired of showing our number 1 outcome. And our number 1 outcome every single day is $100,000 a month of consistent, predictable, reliable revenue. Consistent, predictable, reliable revenue. And if we do that, then for many, this is all you need. You can have all the impact in the world you want. You can make all the changes in the world you want. You can have more meaning in the world. And it's not about the money, but we do want to be in business, okay? This conversation is not for you. If you're just in it because you just want to have fun, that's fine. This might not be for you. Now we're going to get to the CEO Sales Dashboard. The CEO Sales Dashboard is where we measure 5 indicators. We have leads, appointments, offers, deals, and repeat business. If you haven't downloaded the CEO Dashboard, it's the number 1 tool that CEOs use to get to $100,000 a month of consistent, predictable, reliable income. Go ahead now and download it. Just go to ceosaleshuddle.com. Again, ceosaleshuddle.com. And you can download the CEO Sales Dashboard. The CEO Sales Dashboard is an Excel sheet. We look at it every single morning, and we're going to go to it now. Let me see if I can click on it. Now, open yours up now. Like right now, at the 9-minute and 32-second mark, open it up because we spend about 2 minutes on this every single day, up to 3 minutes in some cases. The CEO Sales Dashboard is an Excel sheet. Hopefully yesterday, the Excel sheet was already filled out. So it's already filled out for you. If it wasn't, please, please, please have your assistant fill it out the day before. Pay someone to fill it out the day before. If you have to do it yourself because the revenue's not there, that's okay. Right now in this moment, open up the Excel sheet, go over 1 to 31, look at date, whatever the date is of today's date, go right below, and you're going to plug in how many leads came in yesterday, how many leads were engaged, how many leads were qualified. Now, I like it to be done the night before. So when you show up this morning, you're just looking at the numbers and you're making adjustments for today. But if you got to do it today, it's okay. The one area that we're going to focus on, that we're going to go deep on today, the one area we're going to go deep on is going to be repeat business. Okay, because that's right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're on the 5th day right now. Got it. So we're going to go deep on repeat business. Now, you notice that these indicators are just what I have in here for now. So under each category, there's 2, 3, or 4, 5 subcategories. You can customize it so that it works for you. Under repeat business, there are 3 categories. First is new product. So when you look at yesterday's results, if you have a new product that a customer bought, so you already had an existing customer, they bought a brand new product to solve their problem, put that revenue in there. And I say this is very important because for some of you, you can be the extension to your product. Some of you have products, once you solve a problem and you service them, they're gone, got it. If you're selling cars, once you sold the car until they're ready to come back for a new car, then there's not a new product. But they could come back and maybe they bought a Honda one time and this time they're going to buy a Toyota. That would be an entirely different type of car. Then there's the existing product. Existing product for many of you, some of you that are listening, this really applies. There's the add-on. If I go to McDonald's and I order fries and they ask me if I want a shake, they bought an existing product, but they added on to what they had. It's kind of like an upsell. And then there's membership. Now, I love membership. It's not for all of you, but on mine, this is here. These are folks who are members. They pay a subscription. You're providing a service, and that number either went up or it went down. Sometimes it remains consistent, and that's okay. That's okay. If you have, 100 members now, and they're writing a check for, $100 a month, and you're getting $10,000 a month, and that $10,000 remains consistent because they're happy. Maybe you have 2 come in and 2 go out. It's okay, but it's consistent. It's not a good thing or a bad thing. And right now, we're just measuring. One of the things I like to always share is what gets measured gets managed. What gets measured gets managed. So once we've done that, now that you have the CEO sales dashboard, you know what you have to measure, you know what you have to manage. And now we're going to move to another segment called Celebrate Wins. Now, I love to celebrate wins because sometimes we're always beating ourselves up. We don't take time to slow down and look at what's working and acknowledge the good that we're doing. Sometimes you get results. Sometimes you get results today. Sometimes you get results tomorrow. But when you take the right actions, you always get the right results. Sometimes they take as long as they take, but you will always win. So what are you most proud of yesterday? When you take a look back and say, yesterday, what am I most proud of? Maybe you fill out the CEO dashboard. Maybe you just showed up. Showing up, you can count showing up for the CEO dashboard as a win. What was your biggest accomplishment? What are you most proud of? Powerful people ask powerful questions. We slow down because we understand that questions steer focus, and we're going to focus down on these questions. And then the next segment we're going to have, I thought I showed it to you, but I guess I didn't show it to you, but that's okay, is what are some of the roadblocks? What are some of the hurdles that you have out there right now? We're not going to pretend like life is perfect. There's just rainbows, cupcakes, and unicorns falling out the sky. No, we understand that there's some blocks. So what was your biggest roadblock yesterday? What's preventing you today from moving forward? And what's the one thing you could do that if you did it, it would change your life and or business? We're at the 13-minute and 50-second mark right now. Today is a very serious conversation because this is all about the results. And you get results when you take action. We understand there's hurdles, understand there's some things that are there, but you still consistently take action. So my number one message to you, my message of the day for you is stay the course. My message to you is stay the course. My message to you today is stay the course. Be consistent. And when you do that, then good things happen. With that being said, my name is Shay Brown, the Happy Entrepreneur. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for being here. It's an honor and a privilege to serve you. And I'll see you at the next CEO Sales Huddle on the other side. God bless, and we're out of here. Peace, everybody.